Go and do the research. Go and do your research. 2 weeks ago, the collection was $200 and something on a Sunday morning right here in Soufrière. We should be ashamed of ourselves. We should be ashamed of ourselves. $200 and something at a Sunday morning mass collection. Are you telling me that the Lord has not blessed you? Are you Mema munyina akwaba eba Freemind family. Ejebu ejano enyaba ebusunya. You say Ghana 2020 elections no ababeye a thing of the past. Na say ye. You say Ghana for ehun hwan na obeye omoma mpani for the next 4 years. And I say hwan na obedi omo enim kan for the next 4 years. Ebusunya nedi kan ma men emfa adisredie we ento Ghana for enim say in every election bia no ye a winner and a loser. And you will be an ebeji and you will be an obe satisfied. It happens in any and every democratic dispensation. Say NPP supporters any omo e dear Rusi also na NDC for so omo any GMO because anko ama omo. It happens in every democratic dispensation. But it drew some ray or say ye na yetimi esha ya hode na ye hu ni say sa pepepe na tie. Say a few we anya wafia ebia next 4 years might be your year till you keep pressing or you don't give up what you matter intino edru samre or say nyina no yetimi kan ye hobom na ye de political differences no eto nchen you say NPP for modern Rusi efiti enra samre or say mukuli down na ye nyina no yen start enre Ghana the way forward ho ti samre no say de differences no eto nchen na ye na yetimi kan ye hobom as tememufo say na be ya together. We will be able to mount pressure on our leaders to do the right thing to better our country for us. This is not the time to start doing politics. It is too early. When it is about 6 months to the next elections, then we can go back to doing our politics. But for now, no, one Ghana. For now, we are one people with a common goal. Mounted pressure on your penny for it's as simple as that. This ready Ghana for enono. Nebusia for ansana abato mre no eso ye no edifo bebre na emeki prophecies and as men can say predictions. They call it prophecies, I call it predictions. Na ye na nim say Ghana ha ye kan osofo ba ko a odi saa numanum akotene pa ene Rev Owusu Bempah ono de da bia me friend osunsum wiase electoral commissioner otimi wura sunsum wiase mu etimi ehu hwan na ye to aba obe ye omampani na say hwan na obe wini ene ade na Rev Owusu Bempah prophesy say Nana Akufo Addo His Excellency obewini and prophet Niger Ogage so ebe share nkom say John Dramani Mahama of the NDC so ebewini and prophet Bedukubi so share nkom say John Dramani Mahama of the NDC ebewini empu ya papa Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams so edina no to mu bi say ono nyame yi a kire no onim ne a obewini na so ono de he wasn't bold enough to name the person. Na say wa money panidi into no de no yemfanto nchen. He wasn't bold enough to name say either say be Mahama na say Akufo Addo wantimi a name no kan ya ne say nyame yi kire no to no de wonim no obewini but inti ono de no de yemfanto nchen na yentimi attend to omo na omo ye bold enough no na yentimi expose wo because the rules am re say yetimi go back to the archives na atrobin chese atra ebinum di ye no yetimi apa omo ho ntoma se na bia Ghana fo nyina be hu se sankofo we a yedi omo cha ye from adifo no omo nye odifo bia obabia omo nyina no bosremu ka omo nyina no atro omo nyina no predictions lotto my bet predictions na omo ye ebusia for the sake of time on the Freemind family ya na me mpese ye videos no ebe exceed a certain time frame because I respect the time of my viewers. Meaning say we are living in a very busy world. Yeah, now we are very busy parent. Yeah, now I don't want to take much of the time of you guys. Say me ba be video be na say make kan ni see ani na me estimate time na say me say time no be also be bra na e was me timi echemi no na me first part later na me the second part no so ato am so in this part no there Rev Owusu Bempah ho asem ko na me ba be kan ono ko na me ba be exposing because Rev Owusu Bempah nankasa no oye a special breed of human being. And in my previous video within the comment section me de to say me listed the problems in Ghana and I me make Owusu Bempah the number 1. And number 2 me be prophets and pastors ni ade na ebinom ti ase say why did I single out Owusu Bempah? Owusu Bempah na kasa nienti am single out ne say ono ankasa no oye problem on his own. Ono ankasa no oye a special breed of human being. Inti you can put the other pastors and prophets within the pastors and prophets category, but also Bempah ankasa deserve a special place because Ghana ha oha dream ye pa Ghana ye kan asofo a oma no odin a Owusu Bempah number 1. Enu ntina me ye ne sa no. Inti ye ba be kan Owusu Bempah ho asem later in the day no na me de eye ne jogezi ne bedoko bi mo nso de enso ato amoso. Na busuya ye say Owusu Bempah na ni age pa ukọ Facebook cry ne supporters and Owusu Bempah UD4 and Owusu Bempah Shenkoma Manabem and UD4 and say Ghana for who is a true prophet or who is a true man of God. Then say Owusu Bempah is a true man of God. Sometimes when I go through such comments, I get sad because now enokrabu dia dance say you wajumaye enokrabu dia dance still there's a lot more to be done. People are still not being able to read between the lies and see the truth. Still people are being blinded by these so-called predictions, cheap predictions that they call prophecy. Very sad. Even on his Facebook page, Krampono, what edited picture be on Nana Akufo Addo, the current and the present elect, so to put it. Now say Ukrapo maybe audition and say yes. Now say man with the keys to rule Ghana for the next 4 years. I say o feel big pa or one and a Ghana for be brain now so hype no AD Rusi ni ade say Owusu Bempah UD4. Nebujafo, I am here to make you understand. I am here to prove to you say Owusu Bempah UD4 and na onye UD4 echina onye UD4 ene na onye UD4 so de biara da to the end of time or whatever we can choose to call it. Onye UD4 nia oye no cheap predictions enyo no kwa na chance na nkom no asofo nketu abi so hye nkom bi sa but omo no obi a hye da ni mo nti enya ha na yebema omo fame enya ha na yebema omo popularity nti omo agidin agana fo eni mo no omo na yeba be expose wo omo ye wie a na wafa means ma meka wa ha no decode that for the small pastors that nobody know what must here. Tebusia Rev Owusu Bempah wakasa right after the elections na ni ajepa wakasa nti yeni kan yentie ensema okan na se wi as usual yatoa so yentie Rev Owusu Bempah.
So ya mashefo nyina ajo good evening. Ghana had they said e wi akwa kotumo me nyina be die we will say good evening. Ya ba mu nyina makwaba. And we welcome you to the official residence of Apostle Dr. Isaac Owusu Bempah, undoubtedly, without any contest, the undisputed oracle of God. And that by my capacity as a radio presenter and a journalist. This election, Mankwabonte, Manwo inside, not me in-house, Rep Mekwabonte, Mkokovai, Odododio, and Yablikuma, North. Now, election, no? Ejebo never be true. Ama Mami Jemensa, the electoral commission chairperson, will announce the results in the way. And then say the fulcrum with the euphoria and the celebration and the merrymaking and the Diaba BPA, Apostle Dr. Isaac Owusu Bempah, Papa Nifi, Nanyamiadu Yababa Betuno, cool and reserved as always, and we would like to have a word or two from him. And that will be it. Inti Papa, and you ready? Yamwakaba, Yamwadon.
Man of God, may Joseph not to say,
Yamiadon. Papa, you say, well, Yanka say, congratulations. Yama with Trimko, and I say, Yama, well done. And I say,
yeah, that's the Merlin. That's the Merlin.
About Peter, you be so saying and say, before the election. Said there, Obia was one to say, okay, about 21 in Biana, or Becca said, or your cut off flower bar and assume the only for Jerusalem. The American Papa, Abemuna, Abemutua, Ebemusa, said an American one.
You made us, well, dear, you betcha more Moshe. Now, Magana, you know, you too. Now, more my penny and another Danko Kufado. Say, Emmanuel, congratulations. My penny, why are dear? Why did my papa? Tigana, Asandi, in fear and Nasa come. And now, would you my papa? Now, for vice president, so Yamisha. Papa, Yami and me. Memo do Yamima me. Cecilia Tibiano or the Omayashe, the man penny and another Dako Kufadon, sir. Jabane Quaco to about to know see a control say the Ghana constitution actually but soon mu de Nana Addo Nana Akufo Addo ono na oti Ghana kunya kese so na me jitu say and I'm so we obi anyame asra no na mo man nti nyame so ebe ka no ho abom ho ban ama ne djuma bi obi bia be successful say the munyam say na me rade e woni rade aye
Papa, against the background they said there were other counter prophecies from other self-acclaimed prophets. If you are Ghana, I say, you've been so outside Ghana. And Papa, will you better say, oh, Yaman comes in a bim, and a woman Yaman comes in a bim, and now say, you better say, a young comes in a bar, now, no, who what the other name origin, I think.
Easy, so better say, I say, but it's difficult. Say, you what can even some pass Yamina Fabs can I say because I saw for no more a have a him feel, Obia prophesy, but near Nikan kind and the babe. Now, beer, man concern come can so much in Piebo, town man, penny that John Ramani man, a cheap Sabaya, and maybe who will reach me a dinkuni. Omo kan sadia anka enhame ba so be kase sen na nyame aka ama all the percentage kra ba na je say ine nyame na kasa kire wa na do pe aka nya wo pe na sane ma we na ama prophetic ministry no ase elusu ne power ase glory ni mu biem oh eno nti wose esu egina ne ama nkofo mu se onyame eda so kasa ekire nipa na sabi nyame ni nipa entem entity nti awose nyankopon efa odifo so kasa we su che sampa ye odifo asase so nti ne papa so bisa me a to me de ni nyame kro yi kire o mo ba me de menim se radio oboso nya asase yo bia mani ma me hu ye no eno na mkan ye na papa wo beti jugidi akasa o se ko ni tfm no me jugidi akasa
about Donald Trump.
Trump, you did Cassa say. Sir Trump, the Trump, Yamaswa, to me, you feel say a bad work, Christopher. And mid dear, me GT Mudia, come a Trump in me. But near the young commission, and then you have a cousin who see a disappointment for Trump and some to be loose. Ah, what shall my FM? Minister Valley interview, no, Sanam Kai, yes, Trump will be loose. Come on, see a disappointment for himself. One Casancasamu station. I believe say now wo me ne nkomatikase ya Mr. Nkomatikase ya and so so kaya me kan no specifically small see this for the Trump so no crowd in abu church me no see this for the Trump so Trump e be lose sa election and no na your prophecy and no na revelation am hu ya na declare but need to from the end the gidie na kan ya say ya mon pa ma Trump ya sram pa ma Trump Nana Owusu Bempah menya nanka Trump yi eno na nya nkomhye eno yɛ tse de wo srem pai body ama obi ana wo du gidie cancel obeti du gidie akasa enya prophetic word na men kasa nkyerɛw nti enu bi na d4 ne yɛ de anka me no menka bi bi amfa obeti du gidie akasa d4 no mo kasa no sɛ wo mu gidie no mo de kasa yɛ de a eni ne kwase condemn mo
na Rev Owusu Bempah na yɛtie nanum ensem no mu nyina mo hwɛ muda wo ma mutumi sɛ na ni agye pa na ni agye sɛ finally watimi ahye nkom amano abem say finally watimi a make prediction amano abem na say ansa na ye kwakoto aba no Rev Owusu Bempah ehye nkom say eye Nana Akufo is going to emerge victorious na say ono na Ghana for ebesa ato aba no amano edi Ghana for enim for the next 4 years na say ni nyame a osom no ono na echusi Nana Addo ni nyame a osom no ne nsa ewo Nana Addo so and nothing is going to change it and ampa so enra yi na enim say emra electoral commission for eba abonten ebe declare results no omu declare Nana Akufo Addo as the winner of the 2020 elections na say in the minds of religious people no and also the followers of Rev Owusu Bempah no omu gidi say eni ampa Rev Owusu Bempah ayodi for because ne nkom sha wo hye no eno na abem no mate na emum ye hwa de bi mame di kan emi samo some few questions question a di kan no owo akwada a okosuku na school na okono ɔyɛ 10 subjects ɛna ɔkɔ train nsɔhwɛ ɛna out of the 10 subjects no ofeli emu 9 ɛna ɔpaase baako pɛ wobɛgyina baako pɛ no so a ɔpaase yɛ no aka sɛ ɔyɛ good student anaasɛ wobɛka sɛ ɔnyɛ good student. I repeat myself, wo abofra a ɔkɔ school na ɔkɔ no ɔfa 10 subjects ɛna ɔkɔyɛ nsɔhwɛ ɛna out of the 10 subjects no ofeli emu 9 ɛna ɔpaase baako pɛ wobɛgyina baako pɛ no so a ɔpaase yɛ no aka sɛ ɔyɛ adeɛ anaasɛ wobɛka sɛ ɔnyɛ adeɛ. Yɛmfa no nto nkyɛn yɛnkɔ to the field of law, as in ye law firms ne ye lawyers ne ade no ansa na yɛbɛka sɛ obi ɛyɛ good lawyer no na sɛ ɔyɛ obi a we winning a lot of cases na sɛ oma no cases 10 at least we winning emu 9 ɛna yɛka sɛ ɔyɛ good lawyer. Sɛ obi anasa lawyer bi attend to 10 cases na sɛ out of the 10 cases no ofeli emu 9 anasa oluzi emu 9 na sɛ owini baako pa mobɛgyina ɛno nko aso declare no sɛ ɔyɛ very good lawyer anasa mobɛka sɛ wabɔn onye good lawyer bia. In this case no mobɛka sɛ onye good lawyer because we a good lawyer out of 10 cases there and sɛ ulusi emu 9 anasa wo nya de e was say out of 10 cases no one lucy ya ebi anka emu baako pɛ. Yɛmfa no nto nkyɛn yɛnkɔ in the world of boxing ansa na yɛbɛka sɛ boxer bi a legend, boxer bi ɔyɛ very good boxer no na sɛ ɔyɛ boxer bi a wabo boxing saa no defeat no knockout nothing wanya defeat ɛna ebi a ɛbɛ baako pɛ ɛno krampo no ɛma no rating ɛma no credibility ɛba form ɛno ti na Floyd Mayweather yehu ni say he is one of the greatest boxers of all time because only defeat bia. The moment you begin to experience defeat, my ratings eba from you rate you as a very good boxer beam. Yemfa non to nchen. Yenko to the world of aerospace engineering here de. Oma juma control tower at the airport no. So airport to be normally the control towers are the tallest towers in the airport. Emre anam be secondary school no. Yeko excursion ewo Kotoka airport. Yeko control tower no minti ensema omo ka kire yen ena me babe ka kire mu because me kaipa ensema omo ka kire yen no it is still fresh in my memory. Omo ka kire say control tower no omo ena a control plane no. The pilot is just to make sure the plane is heading in the right direction and be pressing the things that are needed to be pressed and all these things. But much of the control is in the hands of the control tower. 70% is in the hands of the control tower and 30% is in the hands of the pilot. Into almost every very delicate. The least mistake they will make will also let the pilot to make a mistake, and that will end in disaster, or that will cause the life of so many people. Their job is very delicate and complicated. Every 6 months, almost throw exam. The moment you fail even a single paper, because so actual race status until you pass that paper. So pass here and sana almost ask back to the control tower to continue with your work, because almost ejumano ems esan say hunti no omompe say tig bonkoso ni bia babetena control tower ho akakoko say the accident and kill the lives of innocent people, because plane back to hundreds of people in a team. Into the least mistake you make at the control tower no ebetimi ama pilot no ato plane no ato baby ama nipa ewu. So they don't joke with their work. Until every 6 months they write an exam. The moment you fail, you are put aside until you pass, then you are brought back on board. Enti yemfa eno enko in the world of prophets. Omo from who prophets or Ghana ni ade. So we friend ho odifo a sa odifo no anka o make it 20 prophecies and sese ba akokra efeli. Because onompo no enye ono ana dwen no de ka according to what they say. Enye ono ana dwen no de ka na enye predictions na all year according to what they say. Nyame bi na ene omo kasa, nyame bi na ebie omo eni ema omo hu nia eba be koso no nia ekoso. It is a nyame bie wani a there should be no error, there should be no mistake, because nyame does not make mistake. Nyame entro exam efeli, nyame enka emani na ni bi. It is a nyame bi na ebie omo eni ema omo ehu nia ebesi da achia. And these guys are supposed to be accurate in each and every prophecy. And prophecy bia omo be make bia no e was say ebemu e was say eye authentic e was say eye original e was say eye 100% assured. But in this case, the moment obi be friend ho prophets. Na obesha nkom na ne nkom she out of 10 ebia baako pe na abem anase mienu pe na abem 80 de edensom baabi no na eno krabo kire se nea oye no eye predictions anya prophecy. Akwa lotto predictions okwa was taking lotto a 50-50% chances. You can win, you can lose. My bet for you can win, you can lose. US lottery, American lottery, you can win, you can lose. Chacha. In the chacha na what probability? Chacha na what the same probability of winning or losing. Prophecy should not have probability, or prophecy should not be based on probabilities. The moment odifo prophecy will be based on probabilities. No, na say onyo odifo predictions na all year. Rev Owusu Bempah obeshare nkom say in 2016 say Hillary Clinton ebe win. Rev Owusu Bempah be share nkom say in 2016 say nyame ayi a kire no say Hillary Clinton will be crowned or will emerge as the president of the United States of America. Now so emre amoto abanu wiye no, we all saw the outcome say enye Hillary na win ye name Donald Trump. In 2016 who asem na America yenka ye homra.
What's going to happen in the American election?
Maybe who so ba no. Oh, and dia me kan akra na omun stande. Me kan akra na obi anim so ba ne be ma ne bigina. Ma sorry. Me preaching am say ha, me who so ba bi kuta America for flag. Na be ma bi person gi free ni sem. Ba be ma ne be try ya wontumi. Sa tam kra na enye oba ne be ma. Ene na obi akra ni.
So where are we now? Who's going to win the American election?
Oh, susumu mom de the lady oba ne be fa.
But physically?
Oba ne be fa.
Okay.
Because onu ne kuta no.
So that's a prophecy that we can note down as well.
Oh.
Rev Owusu Bempah says Hillary Clinton will win the American election.
Enti bisa ho say Rev Owusu Bempah eye odifo ampa a nyankopon a obo osoro ni asase ene ne kasa. Nyankopon a obo osoro ni asase e na ebie nani e mani hu what is in the future, and I say what the future holds are. Eye den e na 2016 o share nkom say Hillary be win na so o lose ye. Nti ho no ne nyame no odi atro anase wa hu ne ye. Na se ne nyankopon no krampo no onyo accurate. Ne nyankopon krampo no onyo obi a Ghana fo betimi atrust no. Ne nyankopon krampo no ote se nipa, because nipa kan asem na se 50-50% chances say ebebem anase embemu na se ne nyame no so sa na ote e dia. Then what is the difference between ne nyankopon no and nipa? What is the difference between ne nyame a osom no and nipa da se ni? 2016 and come shall share ye amen. It is a 2020 Akufo Addo de nkwa na abema and non chesa we yodi for me say enya prophecy a prediction, because prophecy has no probabilities. Prophecy has no probability. Prophecy o sha nkoma e was 100% ebem. And use the Bible no crabo ka say so diffo bi sha nkomo nyame di mu na say amema e osi ekunu, because Bible no crabo nim say prophecy no enya probability say nyame ampa e na ebie wani ma hu ya e was say ebem 100%. There should be no chances of lose. There should be no chances of losing, and I say ebia eyesia ebebem anyesia embem. There be a prophecy is not like that according to the Bible. Yes, like it here, because nyame sem in previous and nyame nyankopon all thing the so to form ensan fa ne tekrema emfa. Nyankopon on ka say e ma ne nkodane bi o ka say e a e o ka say bi a e bi. It is nyame na e bi wani ampa to be able to prophesy and see into what will happen in the future. There should be no errors, there should be no mistakes. To the moment Rev Owusu Bempah obe prophesy as in the way we see canon, which I know it is prediction, not prophecy. Obe prophesy na ebia out of 10 ba kwa na se mienu abem na 8 amem no eno nchese oyodi for eno krampo no eno krampo di advance say oyo true for oyo scam oyo fraudster. Eno krampo di advance say Rev Owusu Bempah onyo bia o se Ghana for de ye ho eto ne so on kan okre enye no nko awo o sanso babontin be share nkom se eye national chief imam Sheikh Nuhu Osman Sharabutu obewu afiri wiase eno kwakofa ensensen bibre ba yanka Muslim youth mpo ekwakwache na sorry dan ya ode na ntwe kopa achaw ne ade obabontin be share nkom se eye chief imam nso ebeto nananom e won se do yenka ye homra.
Second way is so
Now, this second prophecy is also not a pleasant one.
And I
do not know how to present it.
Now,
that also, I saw Ghanaians wearing a funeral cloth.
But
I saw that it was an Islamic funeral. But it was a national thing. But I heard the voices of people crying, Allahu Akbar.
Oh, yo.
Intene bisaho say National Chief Imam Sheikh Nuhu Osman Sharabutu watu nananom ewo ensie do anase odaso tiase. Inti Rev Owusu Bempah, is he truthful or he's not truthful? Rev Owusu Bempah enkomshe na ohye anase predictions na oye. Hillary Clinton dear amem. Chief Imam dear say Chief Imam odaso tiase ne ho odin papa no de obeni ache ne ho odin. Rev Owusu Bempah ne enkomshe mienu we nyina amem. There are so many prophecies of him amem. And to make us say, so the aquadaco school, na say or for 10 subjects, na say okoyen sohwe, na say out of the 10 subjects, no, ofeli emu 9, na say o pass bakupa, umejina bakupa no so o pass ye no aka say o ye good student ana. In this case, you know, say Rev Owusu Bempah we are making 10 prophecies, na say baku ana say mienu pe na abem, na say 8 or 9 amem a, umejina and also aka say o ye prophet of God and say o free nyame. In this case, you know, bibia idea dance say o free nyame bia mfre no. Near all any now predictions and not prophecies. So stop hailing him. So stop calling him a D4 and Washakwan Abemu and a true man of God where? True man of God where? Unless you don't know who a man of God is. We are all men of God. Because he did this and maybe a boy and here. Oh, big bakope and as a nipper bakope ain't me and sorry and single out of the masses say. Media me like media me Yamini Pamina, Yamia or Boshunia Sasi. Ene me kasa anase obie mani ema me hu nioma debi o se nyina no ankasa nyame no atimi bie yani me hu nioma no bi o se nyame na oni Owusu Bempah kasa no according to nia woka no o se sa nyame no otimi ene obi bia kasa etimu me ma yani na ho na yenya se yedi omo echi blindly no yenya se omo ye bibi kitikiti na yani agya na ye praise omo. They are starting to praise Owusu Bempah about this election and your prediction na we make here na abemu. It is nothing new under the sun. It is nothing new under the sun. It is Owusu Bempah predicted Nana Akufo Addo becoming the president for the next 4 years. Now some person Nana Addo aye prediction there. Now some more say Owusu Bempah ampa based on that in OYD4 there. And obi a okotwa loto nso a owini yeso say number friend no. Obi a okosteki my bet a owini yeso say number friend no. Obi a or yeah American lottery a owini yeso say number friend no. Any now predictions. It has got nothing to do with God. It has got nothing to do with prophecies. It has got nothing to do with prophecies. Or you do for a judgment na one can exact percentage and Nana Addo Akufo Addo be winning. A judgment na percentage in one can. Because onim she na dream na ode kan na dream na Owusu. Na obi anso na oye very intelligent bia could tell say Nana Akufo Addo at least or a higher chances of winning this election because John Dramani Mahama no Ghana for any kind of sonashe. John Dramani Mahama no Ghana for any kind of sonashe. And we all know African politics area mu beba krampua the sitting government that obetimi area mu. Enti na no nim say Nana Akufo Addo is likely to emerge as the winner. It is a people wanting to make such a prediction. And not just what you did for. There are so many people in Ghana who predicted the win of Nana Akufo Addo. Now, so it's answer Omonye popularity, Yanti Omonka, Yanti Omone. So are you going to call all of them with D4 now? And that's a D4. It will be a or predicted say Nana Akufo Addo ne NPP be will be a. Mobeka say Sadi Pano so you D4 now. And you also been pound and making such predictions. And you also been bank one and predicted the win of Nana Akufo Addo. Nipa Bebe, almost every NPP supporter predicted the win of His Excellency Nana Akufo Addo. Are you telling me say each and every NPP supporter is a prophet? Now there be predictions no more yeah na bem. It has got nothing to do with God. It has got nothing to do with prophecies. And then on Kwao, after 2020, so Ocean comes say Donald Trump be winning. 2020 American elections, Rev Owusu Bempah Exposed comes say Donald Trump be winning. Now so you talk about what was the outcome? Yenka Yehumra.
USA. Now let us turn to USA.
Matisa Grofo say Omo impeach, yes, if you impeachment. I Trump, you impeach, me pam say impeachment, no. Anya juma. Because me who say Trump okuta flag, America for flag. The boy answer obi shim flag na frinism. Nipa ne ya went to me. The boy answer flag na okuta Trump no. After a white flag, and I'm who say victory.
Now I hear that some people are making efforts to impeach Trump, and in fact, they say he has been impeached, but that impeachment will not stand the test of time. I saw that Trump was holding a flag, American flag, and it was waving up high, and somebody was making an effort to snatch that flag from his hand, but all the effort the person made proved futile. And later on, I saw that as the flag was waving, it turned into a white flag and was waving.
Trump, you're about to impeach, you know.
So those who think that
victory, Trump, impeach, you know.
Those who think that Trump has been impeached and so he will be removed, his removal will not happen. God is not done with Trump. He's not done with Trump. I said he's not done with his assignment.
It is a Ghana president, Nana Akufo Addo, it is a Buhari, it is a Ramaphosa,
Nyame adom. Me ankasa me bani mi nua busopagema prempe. Ene Paula White edi nkomo. Emma Paula White ene Trump akodi nkomo. Ama Trump ate sa prophecy no. Ya papa Nicholas Duncan Williams ono so atu ho anamon. Ama openi Trump wate. Ama Trump atu ho anamon. Na chese Trump wanya akoma eye adwensachira akoma. Se ye hwe no hunamu di asa na ye de ehu no. Because mpaibo bi ni akwankyini bi koso. Enu nti ama onyame hu mobra bambi. Na ade a ehu ewo mu nie. Onyame hu mobra bamu bi nti no. Enyam nwa se Trump ebesan wini 2020 election no. San se onyame asan de adom anase grace a visit America for. San se mehye Christopher nyina agidifo nyina Ghana ene USA sa obia mompa ma Trump sa Trump efra konya no so a ebe affect wiase sa Trump efra konya so a calamity ebesisi America ama economy ebe ya affected ama ewiase nyina no ebe affect wiase se dia tene se wanya adwensachira honamu de sa na ehu no sanse enkomhye ne duru nanim no watu anamon.
Okay,
honamu de sa na me de mi hu no because according to Miameba any minia busopagema prempe Paula White edin komhye no kire no otie san tie biem enu amu ena omu take decision se prayer enkoso enu nti no se de otin komhye no ena nyame nkoame nkomhye soso ena wate edifo no bebre so ahyehye nkom ama ni nyina wate enti ama no soso nani abre ehunu se no se wiase America destiny ehyenensa wiase destiny ehyenensa enti ama no soso atu anamon ama recently asa otie ni nkasa mu a asa ni nkasa ni nyina no odarete e de kwa erade so na chese papa no se otimi hyede mu su bompa ye nyina se erade mmra mu bi ma no enu nti ni sakoba ne saade a ene no onyame grace a ode e visit America for no ebeye effective na it will work. Na
enti America for eto abanu wie no ye nyina ye hu se Donald Trump move na a lose ye. Also the back said Donald Trump be winning, but after the election, ye na you who said Donald Trump has lost rather. Iti ne sa ne nkomhye no krabo no amem. Enu ti America akire wase se enkomhye e ho ampa e wo se enkomhye no e 100% accurate because if you are relying on the greatest power in the universe, if you are relying on the source of creation, if you are relying on the most powerful being on this planet to to foretell the future. There should be no errors, there should be no mistake, and there should be nothing like a probability. Because Nyankopon oniatro, Nyankopon onka se e ema ne nye bi, Nyankopon onka se oba ema ne nane bema, Nyankopon onka se Trump ema ne nkonkoye Biden. In this situation, you know, anybody advance here say near Owusu Bempah eye no, eye predictions, enya prophecy minu aba minu abema. Eye predictions, enya prophecy. Prophecy biya ni ho. Me say prophecy biya ni ho. Oye prophecy ampa, anko say Donald Trump die no ebem. Anko say Hillary die no ebem. Anko say Chief Imam die no ebem. Anko say enkom hye bia wa hye bia no ebem because enya wadwen na ode ka enyame bi na ebi wani amuohu. It is a wono o kasa na sa amemu na se sa nyame no wadi atro. Enu tra Bible kwa ka say odifo bi hye nkom na sa amemu a o si ekunu because sa odifo no wagu nyame ani mu ase. Wotwa entro ato Nyankopon so. Enti Owusu Bempah onye prophet. O make electoral predictions. Ghana for bebre na ye bi. There are so many of you people watching me cry. You made your own predictions. Akufo Addo be winning. Ampa we winning. Why don't you call yourself a prophet simply because okay say Akufo Addo be winning and Ampa we winning? Why don't you call yourself a prophet? Okay say Akufo Addo be winning and Ampa we winning. Why don't you call yourself a prophet? Wow, me. Why don't you also call yourself a prophet? Meaning, yemfa we monton chena yem focus on something more important. Something that will help grow our country and build ourselves as individuals. Misi we munya difo tong atrufo we mo. Atrufo we omunya difo. They see nothing. Nyame bia eyi bibia nkyere omo. Eyo madwe no mo yusu. Eyo omo adwe e na omo yusu. Nyame bia ni wa obi omo eni e ma omo hu what will happen in the future. And then everything is clear. I have proven to you, say everything is clear. Say Rev Owusu Bempah is not a prophet or making predictions and not prophecies. Now, prophecy a 50% chance of winning and 50% chance of losing. Where's your prophecy? And on the first video now, be each them. No say no, say Donald Trump will no crab no, or say Trump will lose. Oh boy, one say Trump will lose. Be or so be winning. Now, I'm say or share on comes a Trump be winning no. Abato mre no eya so na onu follow CNN, onu follow BBC ni ade every day say no. Aba no say na ebesi akon wan hwe na anko in favor of Trump no. E na o sha se ebe dada na no. O sha se ebe dilute prophecy no e ma look as if say e 50-50 say Trump mo bom pa yesi a ebebem wa ma mpa yenso a obe lose when na prophecy. Because Nyankopon a obo so ne asase o kasa e was said nasem no ebem e was said nasem no 101% authentic. There should be no probability, there should be no alteration, there should be no failure, there should be no 50-50 chances. Momemi eni na ho niemi adwe no nya djuma wate momema ye ni na ho niema ya adwe no enye djuma me say Owusu Bempah nya prophet onye obi o say ye hailing no kra eye cheap prediction una we enkwa mo primary na predictive o enkwa mo primary school na predictive say Akufo Addo be win free SHS nti enkwa o primary school na make prediction say eye Nana Addo Akufo Addo will win this election. Enye Owusu Bempah nkwa na make prediction. So stop giving him the glory. So stop calling him Odifo. When you Odifo. When you Odifo. Odifo mission comes say Obibewu. Now just say after all these months or all these years, the part so tiase. When you Odifo. Odifo mission comes say Hillary be winning. Eba now Hillary lose. When you Odifo. Odifo mission comes say Donald Trump be winning. Yeto abani we na Trump lose. When you Odifo. Me say shine your eyes. Shine your eyes and don't let these people continue to deceive you. The time for us to wise up is now. The time for you and I to wise up is now. These guys are not prophets and these guys have nothing better to offer their country, Ghana. Nothing better at all. And Shanimu prophecy say, and Shanimu prophecy, where a prophecy. enzo pambo ka se Ghana ina Christian sum ni mo guase kwase nya me se na dos na Ghana dodo kwase nya me se no ados Ghana dodo
Ghana ina Christian sum ni mo guase oh nya me se ni dos kwase nya me se no dos Ghana dodo kwase nya me se ni dos Ghana dodo bia pese ehu so yes me kasa misro bia pese ehu
mo me ma ye ni na ho Ben Epstein of Daily Dispatch so utmie make prediction ma ne bem into be frɛ Ben Epstein say ono so odi ifo ana after all Ben Epstein crap there ono no chese he goes back to the past to way and to make certain calculations and statistics and all that before he is able to come out with its figures. Owusu Bempah there na dream no use keke onya research bia nyame bia ne nkasa na dream no use keke. It is a Ben Epstein so and making predictions na say ebemwa. Are you going to call Ben Epstein a prophet ana? Say Ben Epstein of Daily Dispatch or making prediction na say ebemwa. Are you going to call Ben Epstein a prophet ana? They say the greatest thing nature gave you a human being is your brain. The greatest thing, the greatest asset you have on this planet is your brain. Ukra car, you bet me a Jeffrey wonsem. Ukra phone na, you bet me a Jeffrey wonsem. Usi danya, you bet me a boo, and as a bet me a shin, as what dream, they just a woo, or be at me what dream in free wonsem. It's your dream now, body, and as a nature, dear Mayeno, yen use what it. A dream now, body, dear Mayeno, yen use so. Yen my nina hona use and comfort with Amunya D4, a true for D4, Minia, a true for Amunya D4, a true for Wemo, a true for. Say, ya maybe. Ena edisa edifu we mukasa ogana me say ankose omunna ano eye baako ankose Akufo Addo ne be wini a omunna kasa mpa Akufo Addo ne be wini ankose Mahama omunna kasa Mahama now so the moment within the same prophetic word no and I say among those self-acclaimed prophets no ebit mi babeka say Akufo Addo be wini na ebi kasa Mahama mo ne be wini no na eno kwabo kire say they are working for these political parties and they are making predictions for them and not prophecies. Shine your eyes. Muani na hawati. Me say, emrebi ba. Enya yenu bimpu na yebaba betina ha aka no krena kiremo. Masofo na nkasa be hyase aka masofo na nkasa be hyase aka no krena kiremo. Masofo na nkasa be hyase aka kiremo. How foolish you have been all these years. Muani na ho. Muani enna ho na Owusu Bempah onye prophet enye prophet echina oni tumi bia oni hwe oni foku muani na ho emane nkoso na adamu emane nkoso nyi musika ni emane nkoso feel proud and arrogant onye obia me na meka mkirem onye obia a person who worships a God who can never be coincides with his prophecy. A God who can never predict his prophecies accurately. And I say, Nyamia ultimately enkasa mani mem 100% the way Nyamia o say some no. Nipa bia osum sa Nyame bia onyo bia because sa Nyame odi to me bia. Nipa bia osum sa Nyame bia onyo bia because in the first place the God they are worshiping is a nobody. Nyamia okasa eye 50-50 chances of say ebe mana say emem. Wey Nyame Nanipa nene esanya if God can even behave this way, then human beings are even better than God because almost predicting where the crown sometimes they are more accurate than this God that these guys are worshiping. Almost predicting weather sometimes they are even more accurate than the God these guys are worshiping. Even Bill Gates is more accurate than the God of the Bible. Bill Gates can predict say this year or the next 2 years we are going to have a pandemic. And pandemic Bill Gates is even better than the God of the Bible. Into Pobia Sumna, they go worship Bill Gates. Go and worship Bill Gates because he is more accurate and he is more concise when it comes to predictions. And you also Bempah. Bill Gates is more concise when it comes to predictions. And you also Bempah. Nyame adwenu na ho. Nyame adwenu nya djuma na emie yani. Yen shine your eyes. Anyasa adifo atrofo we mo bekoso adadaye. Atrofo we mo a omo parody omo ho in the name of prophets no. Omo bekoso adadaye se ama yani ana ho a. Word to the wise is enough. Timunya se mo kasa Owusu Bempah odifo, onyo odifo bia, nyame bia mfre no onyo bia mo ani na ho. Shine your eyes. So that in moving forward, you know, you become a wiser person, you will be able to become a much better person. It's as simple as that. Me do as I say, watch me. Me do as I say, what me. My name is John Freemind, and you are part of the Freemind family. And see you in my next video. Have a nice time. Have a lovely day. Peace, bless up. Bye.